Hi, my name is Philip Fernandez. Today I'm going to talk to you about the winning mindset. And one of the things that I want to share with you today to kick things off is that the winning mindset is something that never really entered my mind as a young man. Um, and the other thing I wanted to share with you before I share my entire story with you is that each and every one of you that are listening to me now have got the winning mindset in you. The difference is some of us know about it, some of us haven't tapped into it, and others maybe haven't been shown how to actually tap into it. It's all about how we think about the word winning. So let me start by sharing my story with you. Came to this country at the age of 16 um, with my sister and my parents. And at that time, Australia was, very Australian. And of course, I was of mixed ethnic origin, Portuguese, Dutch, Eurasian background. And of course, I finished off my schooling here, my high schooling, and moved into retail. Worked for a multinational department store and in management training, which is where I met my wife, actually. It's quite interesting, who I'm still married to this very day. And after about a year doing very well, I was a bit tired of waiting, for people to come to me. I wanted to go and create the sales. I got really involved in sales because I could see how it helped others, how it transformed others. And I was pretty good at communicating at the time. It was something in my DNA. I loved it. So I pursued account management, sales representation role in those days, and added myself with um, at that time, a global international company in the aesthetics industry and pharmacy in other parts in that world. And very soon moved quickly up the ladder. And at the age of 28, I was appointed a sales director for New Zealand. They transferred me over there. I was originally in Sydney, of course. That's where I moved to, and then ran the country manager after that, and we moved. My objective was to move us from number 3 to number 1, which we did. Came back to Melbourne, and of course uh, came back to Sydney, and then did my own thing for a while. And another company hunted me up, and I spent the last 17 years with them, working in 3 different countries, again, right through to senior management and general management, HR directorship roles, which brought me back here to Australia. Headed up a brand for them for 4 years. I lost the passion. I left in 2006, and in 2007 created this company 13 years ago, my business consulting company. And so what I wanted to share with you today was all along those years, one thing that was in me that I realized now was that I had a focus to be able to want to win. I was committed at things, and when I was passionate and excited, which are the 2 ingredients, it helped me achieve a lot in life. And it was enjoyable. Yes, there were tough times, but it was enjoyable. And so one of the things I had in corporate life was being able to get my staff to take ownership so that they could learn to achieve and write their own destiny and help me write bottom line. So I took that into my practice to start to develop that. Now, over the 13 years, things have evolved, and the whole shape of the business is moved into what I call into leadership. I'm in an authority in leadership, executive coaching, employee engagement and performance, and the communication gap in between. All right, let me take you a few steps back to 2006 when I left work. In 2007, I started my company. 6 months later, I ended up in hospital with a very fatal, severe skin disorder called pemphigus vulgaris. The stats were 1 in 1 million. And when I said to the doctors, how serious is this? Could I die from this? And there was no answer. It got me pretty worried about my health and my future. During my stay in the hospital, I found a lot of nurses knew nothing about this particular disease. And of course, the dermatologists, the specialists there, were the ones that were helping me through it with steroids, high doses of steroids and immunosuppressants, more than some cancer patients that were living in there. It took 3 nurses 3 days every 3 days to clean me up and wash me and dress me. It affected my body, my hair, my eyes, my nose, everything. I lost my hair and I was about this big. And you know what? The doctor said that one of the things that pulled me through so quickly was my mindset. I had a very strong mindset. In fact, the nurses loved to come and see me because I would talk them through their anxieties, when they had worries, they didn't like what they were doing. I'd really take my hat off to nurses. They were really under the pump with some other patients, how they treated them. That whenever I pressed my buzzer, they used to come very quickly because they wanted the conversation, and they felt better when they left me. I made it a point to remember all their names. And you know what? It was a test for me, really thinking about where I was going at my life then, starting a business, 3 or 4 clients waiting, and I did not know when I was going to get out. Stats 1 in 1 million, which means about 20 to 24 people in Australia actually had this disease, this terrible disease, and I couldn't even find them to have a benchmark as to how they're recovering, or even if some of them were alive. Well, I made it through. I've been on medication for the last 13 years, and I'm very, very close to being in remission now. But obviously, you know, the cliche, when I came out of hospital, it was like the first day of the rest of my life. It gave me a very different outlook on, again, where the mindset can take us and how appreciative we should be about life in general. And so, you know, a lot of things through life when I was a young man, I liked sports, I liked music, I played in bands, I played by ear, I had a natural gift for playing music, never quite made it because there wasn't enough backing at the time. So I moved into something that's quite similar, and that was sales and entertaining others as well. But apart from all that, one thing was very much in common was my focus, commitment, my passion, my excitement. But unknowingly, I had this ability to want to win. Now, when I say winning, I don't mean winning like winning a gold medal or winning a $1 million deal. Winning is about taking the small steps that we have in life and saying, right, I want to achieve something, and then achieving it. And that is winning. It's not how big or small it is. It's about committing yourself and saying, I'm going to go through and do it. The ingredients behind that is passion, excitement. We find that if we're really passionate about something, nothing stops us from actually achieving it. And so those things I've taken into my business, and I've actually then re-educated or given myself more education, upskilled it in tertiary education. I'm a neuro-linguistic practitioner, programming practitioner, NLP, and in about a couple of weeks I'll be doing my master's in NLP. I've also have got a postgraduate certificate in my leadership, and also I'm looking at finishing it off with the master's. And so what I'm trying to do is that I love helping others. I love helping other humans do better in life by unblocking the roadblocks, looking at their fears and limitations and addressing it and embracing it. Part of NLP is about how we think and can behave. And then there's parts in our minds that are blocking us from moving forward. How do we bring those parts out, address them, tackle them, embrace them, We can't change the way we feel or sometimes change certain things, but we can't actually fix it, but we can change the way we look at life. And that is more important. By looking at life in a different angle, we start to see different things, and then we start to create possibilities and accept that possibilities are out there. We can achieve anything we want in life. It comes back to our inner self and how much we believe and how much confidence we have in ourselves. Now, I know a lot of us have got different personalities. Some are a bit more extroverted, others a bit more introverted. I totally understand that. But at the end of the day, if you can rub shoulders with someone that is positive, that can help you, show you how to win at life, how to lead yourself to become a winner, even if it's winning your relationship with your partner, winning your relationship with your family, becoming better in communication, becoming better and more confident in you achieving the next job. A whole lot of different things. Addressing your own boss. There's a whole many different ways of winning at life, but it comes back to the inner self. But more importantly, it's the mindset and the self-belief that we have in ourselves. So I want to leave you with that, because the winning mindset is something we all need to embrace. I ask you to embrace it. It is so powerful and so lovely and so positive. You are winners. It's just finding what you're good at and knowing that you can win at things if you decide that you want to do it. Which brings me to the next point, and that is all about choices. We can choose to win or not. We can choose to be positive or negative. And those are the two choices that we have every day that we get up. We can choose to be a glass half empty because we're not feeling well, or we can choose to be a glass half full or positive because we've chosen that. So what is your choice every day? What do you choose? And taking that greater in life, it comes back to us about making that choice. It's about beginning to understand that we can win at life. So having said that, right now, during these pandemics, it's even more important that we embrace that. Yes, everything out there right now is not, it's not nice, it's not good, it's scary, it causes anxiety, it's fearful, but at the end of the day, the fact is it is out there. We can't do much about it, but what we can control is our mindset. It's about how we address that. What do we take? What parts do we take in our mind? Is it the part of strength? Is it the part of I can do something about this? I want to be part of doing the right thing, and then helping others not just do the right thing, but be in the positive. So it really comes back to us. We can make every day a really positive choice. So I'm going to leave that with you to think about it. And I'm going to leave you with the winning mindset. So if you want to know more about that, you can come to my website, businesswizards.com.au, or the Winning Mindset Academy. It goes to the same space. Send me a message and I'll be more than happy to reply back to you and just have a chat in helping you in your life, or you being able to show you how you can help others in their lives. Enjoy the rest of the year. Embrace it from a positive viewpoint. We know that 2021 is going to be absolutely amazing. Thanks for your time and all the best. Bye now.